Ahead of the forthcoming governorship primaries of the All Progressives Congress (APC) in Edo and Ondo State, a chieftain of the party, Mr. Osita Okechukwu, has cautioned leaders of the party to be circumspect about the fragile membership status of its national chairman, Comrade Adams Oshomole. Okechukwu, who is the Director General of Voice of Nigeria, said that in view of the yet-to-be-disposed appeal court matter over the suspension of the APC national chairman earlier this year, the party must be careful allowing him to manage party's primaries for Edo and Ondo State. He said, "May I once more crave the indulgence of the leaders and members of our great party, the All Progressives Congress (APC), to take due caution as Comrade Adams Oshomole is no longer a valid member of our party. This means that we must call him to order, indeed stop him forthwith before the Zamfara or Bayelsa State fiasco. For all his shenanigans of presiding over the affairs of our party as a suspended member may, in the full glare of the law, be adjudged null and void. It is truthsome that the appeal court has not delivered final judgment over his suspension. We must recall that Comrade Oshomole validated the suspension of Barrister Inua Abdulkader, Vice Chairman Northwest, when his ward suspended him. Like Super King, being narcissistic as usual, he glossed over his suspension by his ward, forgetting that our great party's constitution is scant with time, for it allows only 7 days for the offender to appeal. Comrade Adams Oshomole didn't appeal until months after the gavel of Honorable Justice Dalami Senchi of FCT Federal High Court knocked him off. Without prejudice to what may be the final judgment of Appeal Court of Abuja Division, one hereby appeal that he should step aside to save the fortunes of our great party. Can we imagine the likely scenario of a court case challenging the legality of APC's documents and candidates submitted by a suspended chairman? To me, the loss of Edo State will remain that APC has no foothold in the whole South-South geopolitical zone, just as the loss of Ondo State will mean dangerous penetration of PDP into our progressive base. Okechukwu alerted the party in a statement he circulated in Abuja. Can you imagine? All of these people who are into this party thing, whether at the federal level, whether at the center, at the state level, I don't know why they are always twisting all those. They have a law, they have constitution. Just like Yari was telling us that he went to visit a Vice President Yemi Osinbajo, that these are the things that are supposed to be done because of what happened even in his own state while he was the governor. That everybody should follow the constitution, everybody should follow the party rules and regulation. That if everybody follows it, they will be fine. Like they always say, where there is no law, there is no offense. But in as much there is law, there must be offense. If you follow everything thoroughly, everything will be okay. But because some loopholes, of course, there's no law or whatever that will be so perfect. But because of some kind of loopholes, maybe they will think others will not know, and they will begin to turn everything. Well, what happened in Bayelsa, yes, and what is it called? River State and Zamfara. If they don't want a repeat of that, that is why this man is calling to their attention, because those are the things that they might not really look into, because a lot of people will just be concerned about the larger aspects of it, but these are the technicality that can really knock them off, and the man is calling their attention to it. They should look into it very well, because we don't even know how they manage the whole situation. Oshomole was suspended in his ward, or he was suspended as a chairman or whatever, and the whole thing, everything has not really been tidied up. They've not tidied everything up, and everything is still like that. And those are the technicalities, the loopholes they will see use to knock them off. That means all their preparation, all their whatever going back and forth, so that it will not amount to nothing, is calling their attention. They should look into it, because I know a lot of people say, oh, why is he talking like that? Oh, because he had some whatever with Oshomole during 2019 election. In all of them, a lot of all these shenanigans have been going on since last year. Since Oshimole came in, it has always been like that. So it's calling the attention that Oshimole still has some pending cases, and those are the things that can be used against them, so that at the end of the day, they will not lose out in Edo State. The party will not lose that, and it's also they will not lose out again in Ondo State. And it's calling them a word is enough for the wise. Okay. Someone says Osita Okechukwu has remained a mole in APC. He has no moral or whatever basis to insinuate that the party will lose Edo with Adams Oshomole as the chairman because of a phantom suit which he co-sponsored. He preaches about South-South and South-West being APC. What about his homestead of Southeast? He lost his polling units, ward, local government constituencies, senatorial districts and states in 2019. Obaseki even fared better than him. He should therefore shut up and continue hiding his head in shame pontificating instead of pontificating. Edo will emerge safer without the inputs of the likes of Osita Okechukwu. Happily, APC leadership are wise. Okay? That's what somebody's saying here. Someone say, my friend, use your tongue to count your teeth. Bros, I am doing that. I am from Enugu State and aware that Okechukwu destroyed APC in Enugu State, fighting Minister Oyema, so he is not morally in a good position to preach what he's preaching. That was why PDP went to last election virtually unopposed because of this DG. So please tell him to count his teeth equally. You have to prove yourself at home before intervening in the outside. I did not mean any insult, sir. Okay? Okay, Chuku, please keep quiet if you don't know what to say. Stop these selfish antics of failure because you lost nomination into elective positions in Enugu State last year. You now want to blame Oshomole for your poor outing. Oh my goodness. Okay. This man Okechukwu, who is the Director General of Voice of Nigeria, always speaks like a kindergarten boy. He always puts logic on the head. Okay. Okechukwu is an illiterate for saying Oshomole is under suspension. I think he's completely ignorant of the provisions of the APC constitution. That's what another person is saying here. Someone says you are the ignorant one here. You people shouldn't blame the court when it starts. Oh, let the right thing be done now. Of course, those are the things that we're talking about. Those are the loopholes he's been able to bring out. And at the end of the day, by the time court starts using their technicality, everybody will start shouting and all of that. You see what happened in Bayelsa State. Because they did not do their due diligence. They didn't follow due diligence and due process. And they did their screening with all this see, where did it land them? You can imagine that embarrassment that even already what's it called? The governor elect in APC Bayelsa State didn't have problem. He didn't just have problem. You can see how because of the deputy, what would have caused them to have done the needful? It was not even because of the deputy that they voted for the APC candidate in Bayelsa. And the guy won. But because of not being able to tidy up a lot of things, because of the the deputy elect, they lost totally. You can imagine a day to the man was even on the field practicing, parading, on how the swearing in ceremony will go. All of a sudden, you can imagine. Oh my goodness. Kudos to that man, because it is not an easy thing. Do you know how much debt they incurred? They had already paid. Damn it. Who would have expected? Who would have thought? Because of all this, they are telling them now, they are saying, you should go and sit down. The loopholes now that the court might use at the end of the day, you say you should shut up. You should shut up. It does not have electoral value. It's paperweight. It's this and that. All these people, they have bad mouths. Okay. Another says here that, see this idiot talking. Hide your head in shame. How many APC states do we have in East? Did you win your word in your dissing? Is that what they are talking about? The reason why he's saying the points he has been able to raise, nobody's saying anything about it. Well, someone says, please examine the message, not the messenger. Exactly. So don't play sentimental here. My guy, now true, he talk. So because APC has no state in the East, you now want to mess up the only one you have in South South. Call this Oshomole to order and stop pretending. Yes, that is it. We are so sentimental. Follow the issue. They will start digressing. They will be digressing. Somebody should come and tell us that, oh, and quote what the guy has said, whether he's saying the right thing. That is what we want to know, whether it's right or it's not right according to the party's constitution and what could happen at the end of the day. No, they are saying it does not have a electoral value. It has a paper with this and this and that. How does that help one? It's unfortunate the way people are taking this whole thing. Someone say, wait and see if Okechukwu is right when litigation will start after the primaries. Okay? This man Okechukwu, okay, shut up. Please relieve this man from this post. Okay? He likes, his likes are the people fueling crisis in the primary because of the whatever is getting from the crisis. Oshomole and his boys has paid many ranters everywhere on social media to battle anyone that oppose him. The end shall justify the means. The matter. Let's watch and see. What type of people are in this APC? Bunch of lawless people or people? If a court sets aside judgment, is that the final? By the time the judgment is delivered, that Oshomole has no local standing to organize an election, you will be biting your fingers. Okay, Okechukwu is a mole planted in APC. Okechukwu, is it because you are sacked from VON, Voice of Nigeria, or you don't have a job presently? Someone says you are abusing someone that is telling you the truth. Hope you will not complain when what he's saying now comes to pass. Remember, the AC did not notify Oshomole's suspension. It's only ordered stay of execution and of his high court judgment. The court did not even tell his ward chairman to withdraw the suspension. So, in other words, the suspension is on him until otherwise notified. Think twice before you abuse someone that you're supposed to thank. You see? You see? A lot of people are just saying it does not have electoral value. You are paperweight. You didn't have a this and that. You don't have this and that. But the man is making some kind of pertinent and important this thing that they really point they really need to look into. At the end of the day, they will say all those technicalities. They wish to knock them off. Let's hear your opinion, guys, on this issue. What Okechukwu Osita has said, whether it's right or not. Leave your comments below and let's have your take. Thank you.